Hey loves, what is up? Thanks for joining me today. My name is Lauren, if you didn't know, and today we are going window shopping for some lighting. I don't know if you noticed, but in my bio it definitely says home. So that's what we're doing, a home, I guess, type video. Yeah, so let's get into it. So lighting. Lighting is one of those things that everybody needs, unless you like fumbling around in the dark, then do you, boo. But we all have some form of lighting in our homes. The placement and the tone of lighting can change the entire vibe and ambience of a space. If you feel like your space lacks a little oomph and you want to spice it up, pick a bold lamp. You might as well go bold. I truly do believe lighting can be both functional, sculptural, art. I prescribe to that faith. And fun fact, I actually do not buy two of any type of lamp. I only buy one of each type of lamp in my space. I think it makes the space more varied and interesting. You will never see like matching bedside table lamps in my space, just because like, not by choice. Like if that ends up happening in my space, it was by force. Okay, somebody did something without my consent. But generally speaking, I like each lamp to be different and unique in my space. If I'm gonna go out my way to buy a lamp, I might as well just, you know, make it fun, make it funky. I think the only exception to that rule is maybe wall sconces. I would want, you know, a little bit of uniformity with wall sconces, but like table lamps, floor lamps, desk lamps, mix and match it. It's fun. And I definitely lean more form over function when it comes to lighting. So most of the lighting in my space definitely is just like ambient lighting, just to set the vibe, more so than it is to actually light a space. But that's just like my preference, okay? So today we will be looking at a few, only a few, not all, of my favorite furniture retailers. There will be no Amazon, Target, or Wayfair going on over here, just because I will end up like doom scrolling on those websites forever, and this video will be 11 hours long. Also, this doesn't exclude the possibility of me actually going out and physically finding something in a physical store. So this is just what is available online from what I can see. This video also doesn't mean necessarily I will buy anything I see. We're more so just window shopping. I like to take my time with furniture purchases. Generally speaking, the way I shop, I like to take a screenshot or a picture of the item, and then if I can't stop thinking about the item without even referring to my camera roll, that's usually my sign, like, you should probably buy this. Like, this thing is haunting my dreams. Like, I can't get it out of my head. And then usually I wait for a sale and buy the item. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't wait for the sale, but like most times I usually try to wait for a sale, because a lot of furniture can be expensive. So that's usually how I usually shop with furniture. Unless it's like secondhand or something, obviously, like, then you just haggle. But a lot of people are very strict and firm on their prices. So there's that. So today I want to do a little bit of window shopping for a new lamp. I want to place this lamp on this bookshelf in my kitchen, preferably on the bottom shelf. I think it would look cool to have some form of soft, warm light emanating from the floor. The bookshelf is used as a place to store my smaller kitchen appliances, miscellaneous things that I don't want cluttering the counters. I don't have a lot of counter space in my kitchen, and I also use it somewhat as a bar. As a bar, it works perfectly because like all your drinks are just out on display. I wouldn't put my glassware out. I've seen people use their bookshelves as bars. It's a thing, look it up. And they put everything out, the alcohol, their glassware, etc. That just seems like a lot of excessive dusting to me, to be like constantly like dusting the glassware. I don't mind the bottles being there, but the glassware is the thing that like maybe doing a little too much. Yeah, who's dusting that regularly without breaking glasses all the time? I'm not very clumsy, and even that, like, the thought of me like constantly dusting glasses off of the bookshelf and possibly breaking them like gets at me. I personally like the idea of a bookshelf as a bar, as opposed to like a bar cabinet. Not saying I'm completely against bar cabinets, but I think it's easier, especially when you have guests, like when you offer them something to drink and they'd be like, what do you have? And you'd be like, just take something off the shelf. Like, they can physically see all that you have to drink, so, and they can pick whatever they want without having to like go into anything or open any doors or like be in your cabinets. Like, it's just right there on the shelf. And I keep all my glasses, like, you know, in the cupboard, so depending on what type of drink they grab, I grab the appropriate glass. Anyway, that bottom shelf has been empty for a while now, and I've been thinking like, why not just put a lamp there? I think it would look cool, again, like warm light emanating from the floor. And I would prefer the light to be on that bottom shelf. I'm not against putting it on the second to bottom shelf, the shelf with the toaster. It depends on like what the lamp is looking like. If it looks like a little bit more like bold and artsy and more like an antique, then I'll probably put it on the second to bottom shelf. But if it's something that just looks like it could be placed anywhere. I might just put it on the bottom shelf. I hope that makes sense. Probably not, but that's what we're going with. And I measured the space, so it's about 13 inches between each shelf. That's the wiggle room I'm working with, so I have a good foot of space to kind of like play around with. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. We are looking at ambient lighting from a few of my favorite retailers. So let's just get into it. So the first retailer on the list is West Elm. I like West Elm. I have personally never bought anything from them yet, but they're on my radar. I usually like just walk through the store from time to time. It is one close by near me. And yeah, I just never bought anything from them. So tell me your West Elm experience down below if you're familiar with them, but like I personally have never bought anything from them. But the first lamp I see is the Mitchell table lamp, and it ranges from 10 to 14 inches. It looks like it has a brass base, and it's sold individually or as a set of two. Individually, the 10-inch one is about $129. I like this lamp. This is really pretty. It would definitely fit the vibes of being put on the bottom shelf. I like the round shape of it, the globe. It looks like it's giving a nice soft warm light, so it's fitting the vibes just nicely. I like this. This is cute. We're off to a strong start. Okay, so it's an antique brass finish, and the glass shade is in milk, so it's not clear, but it's like a milky white. Does West Elm give you light bulbs with their light purchases? I know Crate and Barrel and CB2 do, but like, does West Elm? Nope, it says the light bulb is sold separately. Okay. That means I have to buy my own light bulbs. I haven't bought light bulbs in forever. Most of the lamps I bought recently like came with a light bulb, so there's that. But yeah, we're starting off strong. I do like this. This is cute, and I think it would look nice on the bottom shelf of my bookcase. So I'm not sure where the cord is for it. It says it's a clear PVC cord. Maybe just in all of the promo photos they cut the cord off. That's the thing I think of. Sometimes they do that to make it look more aesthetically pleasing, but literally there's no cord with any of these pictures. So yeah, but it does say it comes with a clear cord, so just keep that in mind. Some retailers, when they're staging their products, will do things like that, like get rid of the cord entirely out of the photo. It's interesting what they do. Next up we have, oh, I like this too. This is cute. This is fun. This is a ribbed glass table lamp, and it goes from 9 to 18 inches. That's a big leap. I would go with the 9, and it comes in two colors, champagne and amber. I think I like the champagne better, so we're gonna stick to the champagne. It comes in 9, 13, and 18 inches. Eye-catching shape makes a major statement, an ideal choice for a nightstand, side table, or desk. I like this. This is cute. It looks like something more I would probably put like in a kid or teenager's room. I'm not sure if it will fit the vibes of my shelf. The amber color is pretty, but like I said, I think I'm more drawn to the champagne color, and I also don't think it's going to be as bright as I would like it to be. I know I said I don't really care about lighting the space with this lamp, but I do want a decent glow. It's cute. Just screenshot it and keep it moving. What else do we have here? I'm only looking at things that look like it could possibly fit on the shelf, so I'm skipping a lot of lighting if I don't think it'll fit on the shelf. Oh, this is really pretty. Oh my gosh. Okay, this looks more like the first thing I looked at. This is the Eddy prismatic table lamp, except it has a different glass design. This is really pretty, and it's from 10 to 14 inches again. Yeah, I like this. And the antique brass bottom, vintage inspired look adds a touch of glamour to any room. Like, the texture on the glass would definitely make this like have a unique lighting situation. Whatever wall like the light hits off of that you put it close to, it'll have like that nice like pattern hitting the wall. I might make my first West Elm purchase ever this video. They are killing it with like the small ambient lighting. Okay, I see you, I see you. This lamp is really popular. I keep seeing it everywhere. It's definitely not going to fit on my bookshelf, but like I've seen this from everywhere, from Amazon to Crate and Barrel. Like this style of lamp, our Art Deco inspired dome shade with the matching base. I wouldn't suggest you pay the $200 and something from here though, just because like I said, I've been seeing it everywhere and I've seen it at places for cheaper, so just be mindful of that. That's why it's always helpful, especially when furniture shopping, to just shop around, take your time. Do not instantly buy the first thing you see that you like. Don't be afraid to throw something in Google Images and see what else pops up, because other retailers may be selling it for a lower price or something very similar if your heart isn't like completely stuck on that one item, but you can like buy something similar-ish. Just always be open to that. This is really cool. This is funky. Although I'm not crazy about, I have a weird relationship with lights like this, mainly because like, generally speaking, if you're putting them anywhere near eye level while sitting or standing, they can be very glaring and a little too bright to the eyes because there's no like shade to diffuse the light. It's literally just glass and the light is like beaming through the glass. So it can be a little blinding and a little distracting depending on where you place it. But this is definitely unique. It's the Fat Boy Translochi rechargeable LED table lamp, and it comes in gray. This is really funky. Again, this looks like something I would put like in a teenager's room, maybe a teenage boy's room or something. But I do like this lamp. But again, you have to be careful where you place lamps like this because there's no real shade. The glass is going to like amplify the light, and it can be distracting and or blinding depending on where it's sitting in your space. So just be cognizant of that. This is really pretty too. This definitely gives me like earthy, Japandi, wabi-sabi type vibes, modern organic. The Mooney table lamp, it comes in 12 inches and 22 inches. Type of wood being used, it looks like a walnut. A delicate paper shade inspired by Japanese lanterns. Wood base in a cool walnut finish. I was right, it was walnut. I do like it. It's just a smidge maybe too tall. I know I said I have 13 inches of space. This is 12 inches, but at 12 inches, that means I have like about this much space. So it might be too big for the shelf unless I put it on the second from the bottom shelf. I feel like that would look more appropriate than on the very bottom shelf for this type of lamp. But I do like this lamp. This is cute. This is pretty. It would definitely fit the vibes in here. Oh, this is cute. Okay, so this is what I mean like when lighting can definitely be art. This is expensive though, so just putting that out there. But this is the Friend of All small tabletop Greta lamp in rose quartz. It appears to come in different variations, but it's essentially a stained glass and copper foil lamp. Yeah, it says copper foil stained glass, 10 inches in height, so it would fit on my shelf. I wouldn't put this on the bottom shelf. I put it on the second to bottom shelf if I got this, and it comes with the light bulb. I like that. And due to the handmade nature of it, like each light will be unique. Now this is a light I wouldn't mind buying two of because each one would look slightly different from one another, but I still wouldn't do it. But like this is a situation where I wouldn't mind doing that because like of the nature of how it's made and the type of materials being used. Each lamp would be slightly unique. It is quite expensive for what it is. This looks like something that would fit in a very bohemian, eclectic type space. I like it. That's cute. That's pretty. This one's a little too tall. I thought maybe it would fit, but it says it's 14 inches. It looks like it's made out of solid antique brass, including the lampshade. I'm not sure if lighting is going to come out the top of it from the picture. It doesn't look like it, but it says this lamp is all metal and the same finish for a modern monochromatic look. I think the whole lampshade is metal, which means if light is coming out of this thing, it's only going to go downwards to the ground. This wouldn't be ideal for the shelf situation that I'm trying to do. Like I want something that like will glow 360 degrees in all directions. I would prefer that. Oh, this is really pretty. I like this. This definitely could go on my shelf. Now the only thing I don't like about it is the placement of the light switch. It's right on the front. And if I'm putting that on the very bottom shelf, that means I'm gonna have to bend way down every time I wanna turn this light on. I could put smart bulbs in it, I hope. Depends on, you know, what it says, but I like this cream colored glass. It's 11 inches, so it's just under a foot. This is really pretty. I like this one. I think this might be my second favorite that I've seen from What's Home. So the first one was that textured globe light with the brass antique bottom, and this one also has a brass antique looking bottom, but it has a cream colored glass. The cream colored glass gives me the vibes that it would be emanating such a nice soft diffused light. I like everything about this, and it's so simplistic. I do like modern furniture, okay? I like things that with clean sleek lines, minimal like details, so I really like this lamp. Glass shade is in beige. I really like that. The metal body in a light bronze finish. Okay, so it's not an antique bronze, but it is a light bronze. It looks antique though, but you have to buy the light bulb separately, so just be mindful of that. Definitely like this. I don't even care if I don't get this for the shelf. Like I might end up putting this like by my bedside table. That's how much I like this. Okay, I think that's it for what's from the things that stood out to me that I feel like could maybe fit on the shelf. So next we're gonna go to another retailer. So mine and everyone's favorite retailer, Ikea. I know we just went to like the opposite end of the spectrum. It's funny because like I have friends who don't think I actually like or use Ikea, which is weird. I love Ikea. You just need to be careful, you know, what you buy from Ikea. You really need to read the materials of certain items, okay? I also appreciate Ikea because they do actually allow reviews. So that's always a plus. Now this lamp, the first one that comes up, is a bestseller. My Instagram feed is nothing but like home decor and home design stuff, and I definitely do see this lamp a lot. Sprinkled throughout is like parsley. It is quite popular, and I will say it does look nice when it's glowing at night, like just a nice soft warm glow from this little globe. It is the Fado table lamp. It retails for $30. Seems like the biggest complaint with this lamp that I'm seeing from the reviews is that the glass shatters easily, so handle with care. But this lamp does look nice. It does look cool. It would definitely look nice on the bottom shelf where I want to put it. I will consider it. It's definitely a price jump. I think the last thing I liked was like $149. This is $30. But I knew for a fact I was just window shopping, so like just to see what's out there. But yeah, I really like this. So I guess the key takeaway, if you buy this or you're into this, you know, handle with care, because a lot of people are complaining that theirs broke. A lot of people that are complaining that it broke also are the people who got it shipped. So you might be better off buying it in store also. That's what I'm noticing. And from all the pictures I've seen on IG with this lamp, it just looks so pretty. And most people put it on the floor too. Like how I'm thinking, like I want some light coming from the floor. It just gives a nice warm glow to the whole room. It's really pretty, so I do like that. I don't care if it's popular and 1,000,001 people got it. If I like it, I like it. And it's a bestseller for a reason, because it's aesthetically pleasing. It's so simple. On to the next thing. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce it, okay? I'm not going to have the Swedish people coming for me. But this lamp also is really popular. I do see this lamp a lot on my feed. It is a LED table or wall lamp with the orange glass, and it's about 12 inches in circumference. But how tall is it in height? 4 inches. This thing is only 4 inches tall. Okay. I do like this lamp. I like the color of it. The amber, orangey, milky color is beautiful. It definitely would look cool on the bottom shelf. It's a big price jump from the Fado. I get why the Fado is so well loved, because it's cheaper, but this is $70. But this is nice. The only thing that worries me is my color scheme is very neutral in here. I don't really have a lot of color. I do have a splash of my favorite color like sprinkled through the apartment. My favorite color is not a neutral, but it's so small and minuscule you wouldn't even notice it standing out. This lamp though would stand out, and probably not in the best of ways, but I don't know. I do like it. If it came out in a different color, I would maybe consider it. Next up we have the Dacia. I like this lamp. It's very simple and it's affordable. It is $55. And let's see what reviews say. Yeah, it looks like most of the bad reviews are from people that got it shipped. A lot of good reviews, but like I said, the few bad reviews it got is from people who got it shipped. But I like everything about this. I like the cream color of the base. I like the white top. I like its little mushroom shape. It's kind of modern and it's sleek. Only thing I'm worried about is, since it is 11 inches, it would be a smidge too tall for the bottom shelf. So it would have to probably go on the second to bottom shelf, just so you can actually fully see the lamp. Because if I put something on the bottom shelf, like most of the time its view is going to be a little obstructed because you have to look down at it from an angle, and yeah. But if I put it on the second from the bottom shelf, you can kind of see the lamp in all of its glory. So I wouldn't put this on the bottom shelf, but I would definitely put it on the second from the bottom shelf. I'm noticing I'm leaning towards things with brass, okay, today. Like brass is just like the thing. Is that like the most popular metal right now? Who knows? But I like it. I'm not even gonna pretend to pronounce that. I have no clue. I need a Swedish friend. It's 11 inches, so this is quite big. I like the smoke dark gray glass. I like the brass base. I like everything about this. And I like that the glass is ribbed, so it would have like a nice lighting effect and shadows across the wall when it hits the wall. So that is nice. Or hits the wall, hits the floor. Like that would be nice. It's a smidge big because it is 11 inches, so it might end up going on the second from the bottom shelf. Some people are complaining it is too bright and the light is not as diffused as they had hoped. Okay, so with lights like this, with lamps like this, where the lampshade is completely glass, there is no actual lampshade to diffuse the light or stop the light. Like I said earlier, like depending on where you place the light, it can literally be in your line of sight and it can be glaring. This is one of those situations where the light may be glaring depending on how high you put it up and if it's in your line of sight. So I wouldn't put something like this next to my TV and keep it on, because like, one, I'm watching the TV and it would be distracting, and two, it could be causing a glare in my line of sight because there's no real shade, it's just glass blocking the light. So yeah, you just got to be careful where you place things like this. Like on a bookshelf in my kitchen, this would be just fine, especially since it's lower to the floor. Like the second shelf doesn't even come up above my waist or to my waist, so I think we would be fine. But I can see how people would complain that this light may be like a little blinding or not as diffused as they hope. Yes, it is a smoke glass, but it still looks pretty clear. It doesn't look that dark. Like it doesn't look like a black glass. It looks like a gray glass, a light gray glass at that. So I can imagine the lighting would definitely you know, shine bright through it. Anything else from Ikea that looks nice that would be small enough? Oh, that's scary. There's some, why would anybody want that? I know I said go bold with lighting, but that would freak me out if that was in your house. Okay, moving on. Now we're at like what I consider the king of eclectic, CB2. One of my favorite retailers. I remember my first apartment that I moved into. It was a 1-bedroom. It was a brand new build. I was the first person to move into it, and my apartment was nothing but a mix of Ikea and CB2. Good times. Oh, I like this lamp. I know for a fact it's not going to fit on the shelf, but I'm going to click on it and share it anyway, just in case anybody else was interested. But this is the Enoki Natural Dome Table Lamp. It's made entirely out of stone. I like it in both the black and the cream. You have my attention, CB2. I think I might get this. Getting distracted. Definitely can't fit on the shelf. What are the dimensions? 21.5. Yeah, definitely can't fit on my shelf, but this is pretty. I really like this lamp. It's probably heavy. I can imagine this being really heavy. It's made out of solid sandstone. The simple silhouette spotlights the tonal variations and natural material, making each fixture one of a kind. I don't know which one I like better. I like it in both the cream and the black. This is so pretty. Now I can imagine, because it's entirely made out of stone and the lampshade is made entirely out of stone, this wouldn't be good for lighting anything. This is definitely a lamp that if you needed a lot of light, not to buy, because the shade, the lampshade being made entirely out of stone, there's no light really getting diffused through that, especially the black one. I can't imagine. All the light is going to come down out the bottom of this lamp, so just be mindful of that. But again, I buy lamps for the vibes. I don't really care if it's not like illuminating a space as brightly as I need it to. It's just here for the vibes. Oh, I like this one too. I think I like the green better than the brass, but I'll show both here on the screen. This is the Pill High Gloss Olive Green Iron Table Lamp with the glass shade by Bill Curry. Please note that this is also unlacquered brass, which means it will patina over time. So if you are somebody who doesn't like the look of aged metal, you will have to be constantly polishing this just to keep it nice and new looking. I personally don't mind stuff like that, but I just figure I point it out since I'm sharing it. It would fit on the shelf. 11.81 inches in height, so it's just under a foot. If I was to get this lamp for the shelf, I would get the green one. I like the green one because I feel like the green gives like a hint of earthiness. The green color just reminds me of nature. But I would put this on the second from the bottom shelf if I was to get this for the shelf, just because like this is a piece of art and it definitely deserves to be shown off better. If it was closer to the floor, you wouldn't be able to get a decent view of it. It would definitely go from on the second to bottom shelf. I like the brass button detail on it too. How big is it in circumference though? I should have did that. I should have measured the depth of the shelf, but I think it'll fit. It's 13.38 in circumference, but that's measuring from the top of the lamp, not the base. So please hold while I find the dimensions. The base is 5.5 inches. Again, it's unlacquered brass, so if you don't like things that patina or will age gracefully over time and look a little rusty, don't get this. If you are one of those people who like low maintenance furniture and don't want to be like, you know, and keep something looking pristine, this isn't for you. This I like. So it's funky. It reminds me of the jungle. It's very natural looking, organic even. Ooh, I like the top of it too. This is the Ramble Short Dark Brown Ceramic Table Lamp with Jute, designed by Lenny Kravitz. Okay, it's on sale too right now. The shade is made out of jute, the ceramic base with a reactive glaze finish. Each will be unique. The black cord with the inline switch is dimmable. Seems like the number one complaint with this lamp is that it's too bright. Like you can see the light bulbs through the jute shade. And I can see that happening now. The lamp behind me is made out of a similar material. It's not jute, but it's definitely a fabric corded lampshade, but the material of the rope that's being used on that shade is thick, and it's so thick and like piled together that you can't actually see the shape of the light bulbs through it. But I can definitely see how you would see the shape of the light bulb through this lamp because of the simple fact that it looks like it's thin. I do like the top of this. The top of this is really cool, like really cool. Oh, it's just a smidge too tall. It's 17 inches in height. It's giving me wabi-sabi, Brazilian, like jungle, natural vibes, like bohemian spaces. Like that's the vibes I get from looking at this lamp. But it's definitely pretty. Just wouldn't fit on my shelf. So unfortunately, we just keep on looking. We're just gonna keep on looking. Oh, this one's unique. I've seen this before. This has been around for a while. It was around when I bought this lamp behind me. I got this lamp behind me from CB2 a few years ago, 3 years at this point. Yeah, this lamp has been in stock for a while. I don't know what to call it. It looks like a telephone cord wrapped in some glass attached to a speakerphone. Like it's really like funky. Like this is bold. This definitely looks like a conversation starter for sure. This is what I mean. If you want bold lighting, this is definitely bold. Okay, how tall is this? It's 13.72, so it's just a bit taller than the shelf. It wouldn't fit on the shelf in the kitchen. If it did fit on the shelf in the kitchen, I would definitely put it on the second from the bottom shelf, just because like this needs to be displayed more proudly. What are the reviews saying about this lamp? True statement piece, gorgeous piece, so unique. Great lamp, I will keep forever. Also, I noticed because the way the light is being diffused in this lamp, it's not going to be like those other clear glass lamps that we've seen with the clear dome glass shade around it. Because it looks like the light or the bulbs in it is being diffused softly in the lamp. That white piece that's encasing around the top is going to diffuse the light in a softer way. So I don't think you have to necessarily worry about like the light being blinding if you put it somewhere that's like eye level with you. Blinding or glaring light, I don't think you would have to worry about that too much. Some people complain that some of them came with dents and bubbles in the glass. And the other complaint, it seems it was bigger than people anticipated. They thought it was smaller, but that's a thing. Like always measure twice, cut once, okay? But it seems like most people like this lamp, and I can understand why. This lamp is definitely unique. If I saw this in somebody's house, I'd be like, what the hell is that? Are you about to call aliens with it? This is cool. Yeah, I like that. I like this table lamp a lot, but unfortunately it does not fit in the shelf. If it's still available when it's time for me to buy a house, it might end up in my house. I'm just saying. All right, okay. So I've seen a few things. Some good, some bad, some that I wish would maybe work for the space. I definitely wish that like telephone cord alien-esque lamp worked for the space that I'm trying to put it in. I think that one would have looked the coolest sitting on that shelf. But alas, it was too big. So the hunt continues. If I had to pick my standouts for the day, it would definitely be the West Elm Eddy Prismatic Table Lamp. I really like this one from West Elm to the Lucca Table Lamp. 11 inches. I like that cream colored glass against that light brass. I'm feeling the brass. I'm feeling the brass right now. It's not above me to mix metals, but I really do like that. And I like the Fado table lamp from Ikea, shockingly. I think this would look the best on the bottom shelf. Yeah, for $30, that's a price I can't really beat. And the last lamp that I really like that stood out to me was the Pill High Gloss Olive Green Iron Table Lamp with the glass shade. I like it more so in the green than the brass. I prefer it in the green. I don't know, I just like the green. The green feels like bringing nature inside. I don't know, something about the color green just does that for me. And that's it. Those are like the standouts that I see today. So thanks for window shopping with me. Tell me, any of your favorite places to shop for furniture, especially lighting. Again, like I said, we're just window shopping, just a few retailers that came to mind today. Did any of my picks catch your eye? What was your favorite? Which ones did you hate? Whatever. Everybody's allowed to, have their own opinion. Everybody has their own, unique style. So just keep it respectful. again, I just want to mention that like there's nothing stopping me from finding something out and about in person, like when I like go outside. So there's that. So I just wanted to like take a gander and get like the ball rolling. I appreciate you hanging out. I hope you're happy, healthy, and safe. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys.